Breaking news out of St. Bernard Parish. Sheriff's deputies booking two parents with second-degree murder after their 9-month-old baby died during a September trailer fire. This happened in the 4800 block of Delacroix Highway. Ryan Keenan Sr. and Cassie LePate, both of St. Bernard, were arrested and charged with second-degree cruelty about a week after the fire. Charges for both parents were upgraded to second-degree murder when the baby died of severe burns on November 15. The parents were home at the time of the fire and they suffered minor injuries.